everyone to the 22 question show, and we'll be interviewing all the interns about all the details today. So just tell me your name, what school you go to, and what year you are.
So my name's Nisha. I am a senior now at UTD, and I'm currently majoring in marketing.
Okay, great. So speaking about UTD, what's your most memorable experience you've had so far?
I would say the most memorable is probably my first day, the orientation or whatever. I met up with my best friend that I hadn't seen in 3 years, so it was just very exciting.
Must be exciting. Okay, just going on to the next question.
Okay.
What was your biggest professional inspiration you've had? Could be a professor, could be your previous manager, could be even your parents who work in the professional field.
Yeah, I would probably say my dad. He was born in a poor village, and he was the first one to fund everything for his college and my mom's college experience and everything. And he brought his family out of the village and got them he paid for all of his 3 younger brothers' education. And then he also had a hand in helping obviously pay for me and my 4 siblings. Three siblings, sorry.
That is very inspirational indeed. And now on to the next question. What is one of the biggest lessons you've learned throughout your career?
I would probably say that hard work pays off. A lot of my younger life, I kind of put off school. I was like, I don't really care. But then as I've gotten older, I've realized that school does matter, at least for me. And in the long run, the harder I work now, the more it'll help me achieve other things later.
Got it. And just swaying from that question, what is some of the professional accomplishments you've gotten that you're very proud of?
Well, I became a festival producer of a student-run film festival. I would say that was very exciting because it was something that my parents didn't really support at the time. But once I got it, they kind of were shocked that I did something like that, and it just kind of helped me figure out that it could open more doors that my parents didn't even understand or know of.
Could you just tell me a little bit about the film festival? It seems interesting.
Yeah, it was basically, like I said, it was a student-run film festival. It's run in Dallas every year, so it was just a very big event, and a lot of people submit. There were over 300 submissions or something like that, so we had to go through the submissions as well as arrange the event and invite certain people and extend our outreach as much as we could.
Cool, that seems interesting. And now on to the next question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I guess I would see myself maybe living in New York or something like that. I want to stay in the Dallas area for a little bit, but I do want to eventually travel as part of my job. So maybe New York, maybe somewhere else.
Cool. And again, now on to another question. What traits do you like to see in your colleagues, your mentors, anyone you work with in general?
I really like to see when people communicate really well and when they support their coworkers or employees. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that lead to a good team. Yeah,
definitely a good workspace.
Yeah.
So, talking about this internship now, what drew you into this marketing and sales internship at Champions Equipment Finance?
When I started, the owner or the manager, the people that were interviewing me, Elvis and Marcus, they told me that there were a lot of video aspects to it, and I really like that, as well as event management or event marketing, stuff like that. I just really want to get more involved in the like event marketing space and just understand more about like SEO and different like core competencies of marketing.
Definitely, just like you were talking about the film festival earlier. So again, more questions about the internship. What are some of the things you want to take away from this internship? I know you've answered this a little bit, but just a bit more elaboration.
Yeah, so I obviously want to get more experience in marketing and really understand more about it, but I also do want to kind of take away an understanding of what it's like to work in a team in marketing, and you know, get to know other coworkers in like a corporate setting.
Yeah, definitely. And the last like kind of serious question that we have is, what are your driving factors when it comes to work?
I would say, well, I have 2 younger brothers, so I'm actually going to be partially paying for my younger brother's college education, like their tuition. So I want to like make enough money eventually where I can have that money to help support them.
Definitely. Very admirable indeed. And now, just for a bit more funny, personal questions, what are some of your hobbies?
Well, I obviously like film, but I also recently I've started just focusing more on photography. I would say it's kind of easier when like you just have downtime and you just want to do something fun. But I also I really like I'm sorry, I just lost my words.
Yeah, no worries.
But I like what is it when you go and you like buy things secondhand? Oh, I like thrifting. That's the word. Yeah, I was like, I know it's a T word. I also really like going to cafes. Me and my friends, like, we just go to cafes just to try out new foods and stuff like that. Yeah, I would say those are some of my biggest things.
Cool, cool. Talk about cafes, food in general. What is the best meal you've ever had?
Oh, the best meal I've ever had?
Like any food. What's your favorite food? That's a better way of putting it.
Okay, my mom makes this thing called, we call it in our family cheesy potatoes. It's like this hash brown casserole type of thing. I'd say that is probably one of the best foods. Or, I mean, I'm Indian, so I like Indian food. I would say pav bhaji, that's probably one of my favorites.
Got it. Oh, could you just elaborate for the people who don't exactly know what that is?
Oh yeah, so it's like mixed veggies like cooked down, and there's like this soft bread, kind of like, I guess, like Hawaiian rolls, if anyone's familiar with that. And it's like buttered, and like they sometimes add like cilantro and different onions and stuff, and you can add lime juice and stuff, and it's just kind of like this mixed vegetable, maybe like paste kind of. And then you like put it on the bread and eat it, and it tastes really good. Cool,
cool. And now on to another question. What is your favorite TV show?
I don't watch a lot of TV, but I would say maybe one of my favorites is CSI Miami. It's something I watched all the time as a kid, so
cool.
It has a lot of nostalgia.
And now another question is, if you have any superpower, which one would you pick and why?
Maybe teleportation. I could travel any day of the week.
Travel, going back to that. Another one is, what do your weekends look like? I know it kind of like works with hobbies, but what do your weekends normally look like?
Well, for me, I work during weekends, so I was working at a gas station, so every weekend was just like getting food ready for people, like doing checking people out, but now I work at Best Buy, so we'll see. I start my job soon.
Cool, cool. And another funny question, if you turned into a blob one day, what's the first thing you would do? A blob.
A blob?
Seriously, a blob.
Like a
blob.
Like I'm just there?
Blob, yes.
I'd honestly, Have you ever seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I've heard about it.
You heard about it?
Yeah.
There's this one scene where the two main characters turn into rocks. I'd do that. I'd be like a rock. Like I'd just sit there, just exist. Like I wouldn't be bothered to do anything.
That's fair. That's valid. And another weird question: if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
I'm gonna go with a answer that someone told me a long time ago. They told me that I have a really long neck, so I would be a giraffe, I guess.
That is.
What is that? Is it true?
No, I wouldn't think it's true, but it's funny that you take someone else's response about someone describing you.
When I was younger, I wanted to be giraffe, so.
Oh, you wanted to be a giraffe?
Yeah, and then like someone told me that, and then I was like, wait, like that's low-key true.
That's funny. And if you're an industrial vehicle, you know, with the theme of Champions Equipment Finance, which one would you be?
I would want to, I don't know what it's called, but I would want to be the one where it has this giant rolling thing and it just rolls. It just rolls.
A roller, yeah.
Is it called a roller? I don't know.
I think that's the simplest way of putting it.
Okay, yeah.
Well.
Have you ever seen Bob the Builder?
Yeah.
Okay, because when
that's
Bob the Builder came
right
on,
there.
yeah, that one machine started rolling. That was me right there.
Yeah, you really had that personal connection with that. So we're almost done with this, but how would you describe your style?
Like my fashion?
Anything.
Oh, okay, my style. I would say, personally, I feel like I come across as a very calm person.
Calm?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like I'm kind of quiet in that way, like I'm just very calm. But I would say like, my fashion sense, I like loud colors. Like I'm wearing red pants right now, for anyone who can't see. Yesterday I wore an orange top, so I just like colors.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, again, thank you for coming on to this interview,
taking your time.
Thank you for having me.